Chris, the Carson Wentz deal for you, it's interesting. You have always been, you'll pay big money infrequently, but you'll do it for the rare star. So when you're gonna eat up some of that contract, you're having discussions with Frank Reich. This is not something you have a cup of coffee in the morning and do. I know your diligence. Take me to the moment, the drive home, the drive to work, the discussion, the moment when you, Chris Ballard, said, okay, I'm going with Carson Wentz. We're doing it. You talked me into it.
We had been having long discussions, and you wish there was just like a eureka moment, like, all right, no doubt. Unfortunately, that's not how my mind works. I have got to process things over a long period of time and really think them through, and then decisions will be made when they need to be made. I mean, I've always thought that, why make a decision before you have to? And let's think through all the things that all the parameters of what goes into it, all the dominoes that are going to, what the dominoes are going to be down the line, not just now, but also in 2022, 2023, and 2024. You've got to be thinking 2-3 years out on because every decision you make has an impact on your football team. And look, we dabbled around with Matt Stafford, and the Rams did a great job coming in and, make it, that's the player they wanted. We weren't quite there yet. And then when it came to Carson, it's a little like Phillip last year. Frank and Nick Sirianni had a really good relationship with Phillip. He knew the offense. And it was almost a seamless transition when we brought him in. Well, I almost see the same thing with Carson here over the first month and a half, where it's a pretty seamless transition for Carson just because of his relationship with Frank, who also happens to be the play caller. And I don't think you can ever minimize how important that is, Colin. I mean, being with Coach Reed and being with Andy for 4 years taught me a lot about offensive football and how important the play caller is in all of this. And, Frank has a lot of that in him, and the quarterback has to feel comfortable with, who's pulling the strings and who's pulling the trigger. And that made the trade for Carson a lot easier, because I knew there was a trust level between the two of them. And trust is everything in this league, and trust between the quarterback and the play caller is everything. Now, look, there's a lot more things that go into play. You got to protect him. You got to put enough weapons around him. But if the quarterback feels really comfortable, and the play caller feels comfortable with the quarterback, I think you got a chance, for success.